Where are we going as a society, as all the societies of the world? Where are we going? Do we even know? We're allowing politicians to make laws, basically make decisions for us. But that's what they're supposed to do. Only they're supposed to make educated decisions. They're supposed to know what is going on and the ramifications of what will happen when a law is in fact made. But they don't. Sometimes I see the black community as the scapegoat for the Democrats. Ever since the civil rights marches and protests and all the rest of that, it seems like the Democrats want to get rid of the black population in the country. It's where the abortion laws come from. It was the Democrats, because they don't want blacks in this country. They are prejudiced, big time. But since they can't kill them and they can't put them back into slavery, what are they doing? I'll just let them do what they want. That'll take care of them. It'll get rid of them. No, it won't. And you see, in all that they're doing, they're trying to get the vote because they want control. They want to control everything. Because of their egotistical narcissism, they think they know everything. They are that arrogant. They think they know what the laws of life are. And so I think they sit in D.C. and say, you know what, we need to make a law because we're lawmakers and there aren't enough laws. We don't care that they're not enforcing the laws, but we got to make some more laws because that's what we do. How about this? How about if the politicians sit back and listen to the people of the country? Listen to us. Listen to what we have to say. You in Washington, D.C., you don't assimilate with the people around you in poor neighborhoods, in middle-class neighborhoods. No. You live in gated communities and in higher-class apartments and condominiums. You don't have to put up with it. But more than that, you have no idea what's going on in these communities. You don't. Because all you want is the power to control these communities. And if you let these communities see what needs to be done and communicate that to those who have the responsibility of doling out the money or any other resource, to say, all right, we need this road, so we need to go to you and say we need this road. We have come to the conclusion that we need it. It's not just something we want. And it's going to cost us this much. We've done the research. It's going to cost us this much. It's going to take this much time. We can get it done. But we need the money from the taxpayers, from the rest of the community, in order to get this job done. And so the politician would say, all right, let's look at this. Yes, that's a good idea. You have good numbers, and it appears to be a need. That can only happen if, only if, the politician knows firsthand what is going on in the community that has the need, that needs to be fulfilled. If not, the politician, I don't want to hear it from you. I'm going to make the law that you have to live by. And the law says you don't get a road, drive in the dirt, get stuck in the mud, whatever. You don't get the road, even though it's a necessity. That's what they're doing anymore. Any politician, governors, mayors, Washington, D.C., you name it. That's what they're doing. They're saying, no. You think you know what you need, but we know what you need, and you don't need it. But we need the money. We have to have the money because we have to protect ourselves from you, the middle class, the lower class, blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asians, Middle East, whatever. We got to protect ourselves from you. No. You've got to get in touch with the society, with the communities that you are representing. Representative means you represent, not you ignore and say, this is what I know needs to be done. Give me the money. I'll do it. Yeah, put the money in your pockets, what you're going to do, because you have no idea what's going on. And that, in my mind, which I can think, is why these Democrats hate President Trump. Because President Trump says, you, society, bring it to me. What do you need? All right, the regulations are too heavy. Let's see if we can cut them. The taxes are too high. Let's cut them. Let's see if we can get more jobs going on for the community. For the community. For the people. Which is who the Constitution was written for. The people. President Trump is for the people. The entire society. Not just the politicians like the politicians are. And these politicians are making some of the most stupid rules. You can't go to a restaurant, and what do they do? What do they do? Go to the restaurant. You can't eat outside. What do they do? Go to the restaurant and eat outside. Go to the bar. You can go to the strip club, that's legal, but you can't go to church. Okay, I have a real problem with that. And the problem is they're trying to separate the people. You go over here, you go over there. We don't want you coming together because there's power in groups. There's strength in numbers. We don't want that. We don't want you to live as though your problems can be solved by the group. We want you to think that the problem can only be solved by the government. That is wrong on every level. The people that live in a community have the basic same principles and ideas, the same solutions to the same problems. And so, when the group comes together and helps somebody or some people with the solution to the problem, it gets solved. There you go. And they don't need people telling them what to do. And that is where college is. The indoctrination of these kids. They don't know what's going on. They're young. They don't have life experience. And you've got these professors telling them, oh, this, that, and the other, which is wrong. They should be telling them, look, you need to come together. Don't separate out these, from those, from these. Don't separate out. Come together. No prejudices. Come together. Universities are supposed to be of open mind. Thinking on your own. Use your brain to think your thoughts, not the professor's thoughts or the politician's thoughts. This country and the world as a whole is slowly drifting to the wrong side. I've heard one of the guys that Joe Biden figures would be in his cabinet say that the strength of China would be advantageous to the world, to Europe, to the United States. No. I don't trust China as far as I can throw it. They are the ones where the COVID virus came from. If you ask me, I think somebody in the Democrat Party in the United States paid somebody to have this thing made. Now, whether they went direct to them or they went through Ukraine, through Russia, and then to China, I don't know. But who knows? It's just awful coincidental that this thing just pops up just before an election. And who wanted to be so elected last election? Hillary Clinton. She had the Clinton Foundation, had plenty of money in it. Hey, China. It's getting ridiculous. Okay? We the people are the ones that say what happens. So we have to be careful in knowing who we're putting into governmental offices. Because if we put the wrong people in there, they're going to destroy everything. All the freedoms that we have, all the prosperity that we have, everything. Say goodbye to it. Now there is one law. It's the Bible. And if you live by that law, no problem at all. There isn't a law in there that's difficult to live by once you get rid of the evil in your life. Invite the Holy Spirit in. Stay in touch with God every day. Read the Bible every day. Life is great. And it's not like you're going into a rock quarry and breaking rocks with a pick. No. You just get close to God. That's not so hard. I promise. And God is the ultimate lawmaker.